I got to thinking, how many of you have been on the hunt for the perfect CRM system for your real estate investing business? I don't know if you're aware, but having the wrong system can set you back or actually even hurt your business, partially because you're missing information, you have incorrect data, you're trying to piece together information from multiple sources and platforms, which can lead to errors and ultimately lead to making bad business decisions. Well, we've all heard the phrase, you don't know what you don't know. And I'm sure many of us at some point have been running businesses without even really knowing our numbers and understanding the KPIs. So imagine if you had a system that allowed you to know all of your company metrics. Now let's take it a step further. Imagine all of that data in one user-friendly system. My friend, I want to introduce you to Left Main. With Left Main, you have two options: Left Main Basic and Left Main Plus, which includes integrated phone and text systems. Left Main is built on Salesforce, which is the world's #1 CRM platform, and it gives you the ability to customize your reports, your dashboards. You have KPI tracking, tons of automations, and all of your favorite integrations. Left Main's the only system guaranteed to grow with your business. So I want to invite you to visit leftmainrei.com/flipempire and schedule your free demo today so that you can experience the last CRM system you'll ever need. Head over to leftmainrei.com/flipempire and schedule your demo today. Flexibility can be the enemy of growth. It can be hard to admit, but managing the operations by hands-on involvement of founders will eventually limit growth. If a startup is going to scale, managers need to implement standardized and repeatable processes with proper delegation.
You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
So you got to be very thoughtful about how you go about growing, how you go about scaling. You know, I came across a Forbes article that was from several years ago, but I think it's very applicable, and I think this can kind of hit the nail on the head. It said the 6 steps to scaling a business. And I'm just going to quickly highlight them here, and then I'm going to focus on a few of them. Number 1 is you want to commit to growth. Number 2, you want to build broad management skill set. 3, build collaborations. You know how important collaborations are, joint ventures, focusing on the relationship capital is. I've talked a lot about that on the Flip Empire show. Number 4, what I just alluded to, establish standardized processes. And I'm going to circle back to that one. Number 5, you want to identify your core competence. So what is it that you're so good at? What's your core competency? What's your unique selling proposition? What separates you from other competitors in your market, others that do what you do? And number 6, you want to articulate competitive strength. You know, when was the last time you went through a SWOT analysis where you evaluate your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats? You know, one of the questions I used to ask my team is, if I hired you as a consultant and your goal was to identify the leaks in our boat. In other words, if your goal was to put us out of business, what would you say and how would you do it? Right? So those are the 6 steps that I came across in this Forbes article that I wanted to share with you. And there's certain, you need to have the foundation in place of your business before you attempt to build on it. Imagine if you were a developer. Imagine if you wanted to build a house and you attempted to put up the frame before putting up the foundation. It's a house of cards. It's just going to collapse. Same thing when you try to scale chaos. When you try to scale a business before having the foundation, before having the roots, so to speak, in place, it's not going to last. In fact, it's going to tank your business. You're going to be in a worse off position than you are at this very moment. So you want to make sure that there's structure and organization. That's why I'm a big fan of EOS. You know, if you've ever read the book Traction, or if you've ever read the book Mastering the Rockefeller Habits by Vern Harnish, it's another variation of Traction, or in fact, Traction came from Mastering the Rockefeller Habits. And you really want to think and ask yourself, is my business mature enough to scale? Do I have some of these things in place? And so when you think about establishing standardized processes, I want to go ahead and read to you this short little paragraph of this Forbes article. Flexibility can be the enemy of growth. It can be hard to admit, but managing the operations by hands-on involvement of founders will eventually limit growth. If a startup is going to scale, managers need to implement standardized and repeatable processes with proper delegation. This may require investments in purchasing support systems, including IT and training personnel accordingly, as well as delegation from the founder and senior management. One last thing before you go, if you have been listening to the show for a while and or you have been getting value from the show, I would be 100% honored if you would share this show with a friend, or maybe share it with somebody that you think could benefit from this. It's my mission, it's my cause, it's my purpose through Flip Empire to impact and touch people's lives, to help people and in their businesses. So it would be an honor if you would be willing to share this episode. And one last thing, make sure that you're subscribed so that you get notified every Monday and Thursday when shows get released. I look forward to connecting with you on the next one. Until then, have a great day.